All right, To Catch a Predator. Assistant Director Attorney Predator. Let's see what this one do, man. This is the episode that got the show canceled. Let's react to it. I don't even know if this is the episode they're showing or if they're reacting to it, talking about it. We're about to find out. Let's see.
Hello?
There's one more day left in our undercover operation, and perverted justice decoys are still in chat rooms.
I got those other pictures, and let me tell you.
Our investigation is about to take a disturbing turn. A decoy is hit on by someone you'd never dream could be involved in trying to have sex with a young teen.
Assistant District Attorney for Kaufman County, using fake pics.
We've had doctors, teachers,
Teach school, I'm in education. I'm a teacher.
even a rabbi show up during our investigations. But here in Murphy, Texas, just
Damn. Niggas, they had
outside
a rabbi show up. Yeah, this shit is sick, bro. A lot of perverts out there, man. A doctor, a lawyer, a rabbi. There's some sick shit, bro. These motherfuckers are walking the face of the earth, and they're just out here. It's disgusting, man. These teachers in these schools, all this shit, man. All this shit. These niggas is fucked up.
of Dallas, this is the first time we've come across an assistant district attorney.
Assistant District Attorney for Kaufman County. What makes you think that's him? Because we traced it back to his MySpace.
56-year-old Lewis William Conrad Jr. is a prosecutor in a neighboring county.
Whatever you'd like to do.
He's been chatting on the phone with an actor hired by Dateline and online with a decoy from Perverted Justice. And there's little doubt about what's on his mind.
He sent penis pictures.
Frag from Perverted Justice alerts police.
He got pretty sexual on the phone and it's recorded. We're chatting with him right now.
I'd like to if you let me.
The phone number he gave us traced to his home phone.
So this nigga sent penis pictures, the district attorney, to a what he think he's talking to a minor. That's the whole purpose of the show. Sick motherfuckers.
Using the screen name InExcess00, the 56-year-old chats with a boy who says he's 13. The prosecutor pretends to be a 19-year-old college student, sending these pictures of a young man who looks like a model. The decoy acts suspicious.
You're hot and in college. You can get all the guys you want. Why me?
To me, you're hot.
Why?
I like younger.
Really? Like for boyfriend or just sex?
Both.
Later, the prosecutor sends pornography to the decoy.
Is that your
Yes.
It looks huge.
Please don't trade it, Luke, okay?
No, I swear.
The chat continues on and off for 2 weeks. The assistant district attorney, InExcess00, asks the decoy if he likes to kiss and...
Bro, this is out of pocket, dog. This is out of pocket. We're gonna watch it. This shit out of pocket.
cuddle. The decoy asks what he means. InExcess00 responds, holding each other, feeling all over. Later, the prosecutor says he'd love to see the boy masturbate.
So when do you want to come over?
It's a sick
Eventually, they talk
motherfucker,
about
man.
meeting in person.
You could bring some condoms. Maybe you could bring some beer.
But Conrad never shows up. Still, in the eyes of the law, it makes no difference. In Texas, he's already committed a crime. Murphy Police Chief Billy Myrick explains.
It clearly states in the Texas Penal Code that actual contact with the child or an actual meeting does not have to take place.
For a minute, did you say, no, it couldn't be? It's got to be a mix-up.
Oh,
it's
yes.
not going to be Bill Conrad.
When I just hear that it's the chief
That's
felony
what I'm
prosecutor.
talking about, man. See, that's the type of shit got to be in place. Nigga, fuck all that. He didn't show up. So wait, y'all know this nigga over here talking crazy or talking nasty to a goddamn kid, and just because he didn't show up, oh, he's not a pervert? Now, what if he would have showed up? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, if he shows motherfucking signs, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, nigga, it's a motherfucking duck, nigga. If you sitting here talking to a minor about sex, which AD boy is going through right now, come on, nigga. Hang them niggas, man. Hang them, nigga.
Prosecutor of a neighboring county. Yes, I did know it can't be a lot of times, and very loudly. I said, let's confirm everything. Let's make sure.
Once the chief is certain he's got the right man, he takes his evidence to a local judge and gets an arrest warrant. He also decides to involve the police in Terrell, the town about 35 miles away where Conrad lives.
Damn, a district
We
attorney.
tried to make sure that because of who he was, that
No, that's crazy. They about to take down a district attorney. It is wild. He probably thought he was above the law. You know what I mean? That's a powerful position. He probably like, man, these motherfuckers, they ain't better not dare say nothing to me.
took every precaution possible by contacting local authorities and the chief of the Terrell Police Department.
Myrick and his team meet the Terrell police officers at a gas station near Conrad's home to discuss what to do next. We go along to witness the arrest and possibly get a chance to speak to the prosecutor. This sergeant, who has known Conrad for more than 20 years, has been put in charge.
One thing I didn't ask you, does this guy have any weapons? I would have to say no to my knowledge right now. That's all I can say.
Back at the gas station in Terrell.
Do y'all think somebody tipped them off? This is the district attorney, you know what I'm saying? This is people, it's one of their higher ups that these motherfuckers respect. They probably like, hey man.
Terrell, police are waiting for another judge to review the evidence and grant a search warrant of Conrad's home. They already have the arrest warrant.
Their only mission on the execution search warrant is to get the computer stuff and anything else associated with that, and then bring it out. Right now, we're just taking this as he's any other normal citizen that has committed a criminal offense, and we're going to execute an arrest warrant.
Murphy Police Chief Billy Myrick and his team make a plan to arrest Assistant District Attorney Bill Conrad. He was caught chatting online with a perverted justice decoy posing as a 13-year-old boy.
We're the ones that are supposed to be setting the standards and making examples out of things and enforcing the law, and he's not doing that.
Right.
Just how graphic were the prosecutor's conversations? Remember, he pretended to be this 19-year-old. In his chat with the perverted justice decoy, he talked about wanting to watch the boy masturbate and...
He pretended, for those of y'all who just chimed in, so he pretended to be a 19-year-old and he was talking to a 13-year-old or somebody who was, he thought, you know, was somebody, but it's really the people, the police and all them, acting like a 13-year-old. So there's already sick shit going on. Because he's like 50-something. He's acting to be 19 like he's in college, and he's talking to a 13-year-old. And what he think is a 13-year-old, but it's really, you know, it's them.
Holding each other and feeling all over. He sent pornographic pictures.
Maybe we could take some pictures of ourselves.
He also had a phone conversation with this decoy, during which he asked if they were going to have sex, and agreed to bring condoms.
He wants me to call him back.
But for some reason, Conrad abruptly stopped chatting, and Perverted Justice discovered he deleted his MySpace page.
That nigga was like, hold on, something ain't right, and deleted everything. Too late, brother. Too fucking late. Somebody probably tipped him off, too. Again, going back to what we said. Somebody probably tipped him off, like, hey, get the fuck off the phone, nigga. They listening to you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Though he was invited by the decoy, the DA never showed up at our undercover house. But Chief Myrick says, in the eyes of the law, it doesn't make a difference. Conrad has still committed a felony.
The law in Texas specifies that the meeting itself never even has to occur.
As we mentioned earlier, because the prosecutor doesn't live in Murphy, Chief Myrick has turned over the job of arresting him to local police in Conrad's hometown of Terrell. A sergeant who's known the prosecutor for more than 20 years knocks on the door.
Damn.
We really hoped, as they knocked on the door, that Mr. Conrad would peer out through the peephole, through a window or whatever, and he would see a face that he would recognize, and that he would easily open the door and talk, and then we could approach at that time and say, this is why we're here.
But Conrad never comes to the door. The police, however, can tell that he's inside.
Damn. He know they coming for his ass. He know he done fucked up.
See a TV and a computer are both on.
So it appeared as though someone was right there just a short while ago.
Yeah. Maybe watching television, working computer at the same time.
Since police suspect he's inside, refusing to answer the door, the Terrell police call for backup.
We're on the phone now calling the TAC team out to get them in line.
Okay. We're apparently going to have a little bit of waiting period because, you know...
Put together the tactical team.
It's over
The
for you,
police
bucko.
wait outside Conrad's home about 45 minutes until the tactical team arrives.
It's over for you, bucko. Yeah, man. It's about to go down. Y'all think he gonna come out? He gonna come out, or y'all think they're gonna have to kick that door down? What y'all think gonna have to happen? They calling for backup. He's not coming out. They're knocking on the door. They said it's a TV on. It's a computer on. All that. You know what I'm saying? Come outside, motherfucker. And he ain't coming outside, so they calling for backup. Let's see what goes down.
There's still no sign of Conrad. The officers line up in formation and head to the back of the house. Then we hear a faint crack as the officers force their way in. For almost 5 minutes, we don't see or hear anything. Then Lieutenant Adana Barber of the Murphy Police Department comes out and tells us what happened.
As they made entry, they
Hold on, y'all.
confronted the suspect. I believe he's in the hallway, and he told them he was. As they made
Police Department comes out and tells us what happened.
As they made entry, they confronted the suspect. I believe he's in the hallway, and he told them he wasn't going to hurt them, and then shot himself in the head.
And he had a pistol.
Oh, shit. He killed himself. Okay. Yeah, so he knew what was going on. He knew what time it was. So he killed himself. Instead of getting arrested, he said he ain't going. Off himself. Unalived himself.
Small caliber.
It was a devastating tragedy, a shock to all of us when the 56-year-old, a man who has prosecuted criminals for more than 2 decades, shot himself. We watched as an emergency medical team arrived and hoped they could somehow save him. But as Conrad is brought out on a stretcher, it's clear his condition is grave. He is then airlifted to Parkland Memorial Hospital in Dallas, where he later dies. Conrad's boss, Ray Sumrow, the district attorney in Rockwall County, has been critical of Chief Myrick, saying he rushed to make the arrest without consulting him first. Sumrow claims the chief was more interested in Dateline's cameras than in justice. Myrick strongly denies that and says he went by the book and even took the extra step of contacting the police chief in Conrad's town.
Man, fuck all that, nigga. You don't get no special treatment, nigga. They want to give him special treatment because he a DA. Oh, you should have came to us first, man. We could have went about this a different way. Nah, nigga, he need the officer. The fuck you mean? Nigga talking to 13-year-old boys. He's 50 years old. 13-year-old boys. Sending them videos of his, not even his. He got pictures of some 19-year-old. That nigga all the way perverted. He out, nigga. Fuck up.
Police end of it, now you got reviewed by 2 chiefs. On the legal end, you got reviewed by 2 judges, and we all think we're making pretty sound decisions here and that it is time to do something.
So this just wasn't the Murphy PD saying,
It
let's go
wasn't
get
anything
him.
that was taken lightly by anybody. And then everybody took note of who he was, all the way up the line. We all knew who he was. And nobody anticipated the kind of outcome that resulted, and certainly nobody wanted that kind of outcome.
Another vocal critic, the prosecutor's sister, Patricia Conrad. She spoke at a Murphy Town Council meeting just days after her brother killed himself.
My family and I have experienced a great deal of hurt and sadness over this situation. And I intend to fight as hard and as long as I can to prevent other people from becoming victims of such reckless actions as those taken by your employees, which were set in motion by a self-appointed group acting as judge, jury, and executioner. That was encouraged by an out-of-control reality show. I will never consider my brother's death a suicide.
For the record, since Conrad never came to the house, there's no indication that he knew Dateline was involved. Dateline's 4-day investigation here in Murphy, Texas ends shockingly with a suicide.
How's you gonna try to act like, come on, man. You trying to cover up for your brother. Your brother was a pervert. He knew what he was doing, and he all the way out of pocket. He's a DA. He know he ain't supposed to be doing no shit like that. This is shit he put niggas in jail for. And he doing it. And then you try to make it seem like they're wrong for going to arrest him. Oh, you guys didn't show him no respect? Nigga, fuck no. He wouldn't show nobody no respect. I was in the same situation. What you talking about? These motherfuckers crazy.
Side of a local prosecutor caught chatting sexually online with a decoy.
Sometimes the prank is dressed up as a righteous sting.
We have these child predators out here all over the place trying to get kids to meet them, to have sex. It's a very scary situation.
During the early 2000s, NBC was flying high with its wildly popular To Catch a Predator series. Its premise? To catch men seeking online to meet underage children for sex.
This 53-year-old is bringing candy.
Did you bring my M&Ms? No.
But what he has in mind isn't so sweet.
Working with an internet watchdog group, NBC lured the men to a house where they were ambushed on camera.
What it says on the internet doesn't mean that's what I really think.
Well, that would
Oh, my God.
be easier to believe, Jeff, if you didn't show up here tonight.
Then they were arrested by police waiting outside.
Trust me, it'll never happen again.
Shut up, nigga. Look at this nigga, girl. This nigga took his clothes off. Talking about it never happened again.
If there's nothing else you have to say, then you're free to walk out that door.
He walks outside and is arrested by that camouflaged officer.
The show was a ratings dream until tragedy struck.
It was a Texas prosecutor. He was allegedly chatting online with somebody that he believed to be a 12-year-old, but in fact, it was this plant, sort of, from this organization called Perverted Justice.
In November 2006, a former North Texas district attorney, 56-year-old Louis Conrad, shot himself when cops confronted him after the sting.
He was Bill Conrad, a former Kaufman County DA, at that time an assistant Rockwall County district attorney. He was to be To Catch a Predator's last and most notorious Murphy target. Patricia Conrad is his sister.
And these people were acting as not only police, but judge, jury, and executioner. If you have a suspect who's not responding, do you storm his house?
Man, shut up.
I don't think so. I think it was about headlines, making a splash, making a story.
Shut up. Nigga was a pervert.
Jumping to conclusions. You know, we've got something that's really going to bring up our ratings.
So she gonna overlook the fact that nigga was a pervert. She don't want to talk about that. She keeps talking about what the police did. Oh, they rushed the house and that. No, they waited. They knocked. He could have came out. He was there. He didn't want to come out. He held himself hostage. And when they was about to rush, he didn't want to go to jail. He didn't want to go to jail because that's, oh, they going to tear his ass up. The DA going to jail? They got a special place for him in there. They can't put him in General Pop. The DA? Mm-mm. And that was his worst fear. You got to think, this is something the man been doing for, they said, 20 years, 30 years. He can't go in there with all them niggas he done sent in there. No. So guess what? He took the easy way out. And he doing some out-of-pocket shit. Took the easy way out and off the self. And she trying to make everybody feel bad. We don't feel bad for him. Shame on you. Hey, shout out to you for tuning in. Now be sure to smash the like and download Underdog Fantasy. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on players and you can win big. If you want to make some extra cash and have more fun while you watch sports, download Underdog and get up to 1,000 times bonus cash. Just use my code, AceBoys.